Hey guys, what's up? How's it going? Today, we're going to be going back to Halo 3. It's been a while since we've done a Halo 3 video, but today we're going to be tackling the question of whether you can save that very first Marine in the barracks on the mission Crow's Nest. So at this part, when you open the door and you walk in, a Marine just gets tossed through the air by a brute, or so it seems, and a Marine just dies instantly. So, with that in mind, is there any way to save that first Marine? Because I know there's a lot of you out there, and I'm kind of like that too, but, we all want to, have a perfect playthrough of Halo where we save, like, every single, character possible, or, kill every single enemy possible. But anyway, so, without further ado, let's get on with some testing and see if there's any way to save that Marine. So here in theater mode, we can fly over here and see what happens before the Marine gets tossed. That Marine doesn't exist yet. The brute is there, but not the Marine. The other brutes are here, and they're holding the Marines in their pose. But let's see what happens now. So we can actually stand over here by this little panel where Helioscrow is, and if you stand here, that Marine will not get tossed. And as long as you're at this distance, we can try to throw grenades to see if we can kill that brute over there. And if we kill the brute before he throws the Marine, then maybe the Marine is saved, right? Well, let's find out. So we got the brute here. Now that the brute is dead, we just gotta walk forward and see what happens. And unfortunately, killing the brute does not save the Marine. So that particular theory is unfortunately disproven. But we definitely did kill the brute there, and as you can see, this brute isn't actually the one that throws the Marine. The Marine actually just spawns in midair out of nowhere and just automatically flies by himself to his death in the wall. So that brute has nothing to do with this Marine getting tossed. No one tosses the Marine. The Marine basically tosses himself. But now that we know that, it's not the end of the story here. As you know, we have some very unusual methods on this channel for saving characters. So we're going to try one of those unusual methods now. Because, as some of you pointed out, our logic for saving people is very bizarre. But it works. So what we're going to try here is we're going to grab an overshield. And you can do this by yourself. But the more people you have, the more chances you get. The more the more deployable covers that you have, the better. But you really only need one. If you do it by yourself, you have a checkpoint anyways, so it's not necessary to do with other people. But since I'm personally not that great at this particular glitch we're about to do, so that's why I had some other more expertish people help me with this. But here I just want to clear out some of the objects that are in the way, just to make this easier. You don't have to, but it'll just be easier. So what we're doing here is called a deployable cover launch. So what you want to do is you want to jump up, and then as you land down, you want to crouch and throw a deployable cover right by your feet. And you basically want to land right inside. And if you do it right, the deployable cover will launch you really far and really fast. We want to launch across this little ravine here to the other side. So let's try that and see what happens. It took us a lot of tries to get this right, but once you get the hang of it, it'll be pretty easy, and you can get to a lot of cool places with it. So as you can see, he landed and crouched right when it deployed at the exact same time, and you slowly walk forward while crouching, and you will get basically launched, hence deployable cover launch, all the way to the other side. Now, in a lot of cases, you might actually die from the speed and the impact. The force of the impact, but you can survive. So yeah, now we survived, we made it to the other side, and we skipped opening the door where the Marine spawns. So that's basically it. We saved the Marine. So the answer is yes, you can save the Marine. But you might be saying, well, technically the Marine still dies, the brute still throws him, right? Because you never saved anyone in the barracks, so technically you're actually doing the opposite. You're getting everyone in the barracks killed, right? Well, let's find out. Let's go back into the barracks backwards, and let's see what's going on in there right now without us. So as we move in, as you can see, there's no one in here. The barracks is pretty much empty. everyone that could be saved is not here. The brutes aren't here either. Which means, I don't know, you can interpret this a number of ways, however you want. Use your imagination. You could either say the brutes were never here, and then Miranda had false intel, or, so on, or everything's already too late, a lot of things. But basically, that Marine never spawned. Actually, none of them spawned, so, technically the Marine never existed. He never died. So you saved the Marine by making him not exist at all in the game. So yeah, there you have it. That's basically the way to save that very first Marine from dying. It's a little tricky to do that glitch, but it's possible. Now, of course, if you open that door there, then you do trigger the spawn, and the Marine will spawn. But as long as you don't hit the button, that Marine will never spawn. And thus, you have saved him. Now, for the rest of this video, just doing a little fun, we're going to let the Marine spawn and do a little... Since we could stand here ahead of time in front of the Marine, we did a little experiment to see if we could stop him from flying towards us, if that would do anything. But it seems like he's like 100% scripted to like fly, and it's not like he doesn't rely on physics to fly either. It's just like scripted to move there. So even with the gravity hammer, we cannot slow him down or even change his trajectory. We were basically playing like a little bit of Marine baseball here, but it doesn't do anything. His body is like unaffected by gravity hammers or any other forces. So aside from like preventing him from even spawning in the first place, there is no other way to save him. But once you've done this, as long as we don't go back over there, we can continue through the mission as normal. In fact, if you've mastered the deployable cover launch, this is actually a really good speedrun trick because you skip that entire barracks section. But other than that, we used it to skip on ahead, and if you skip ahead, everything still functions normally. You just avoided going to the barracks. But we're not burning our heads in the sand. We actually did prevent them from spawning. So the Marine is saved, and we can all, those of us who are perfectionists in Halo, hope you guys found this to be useful and interesting. If you want to save as many people as possible, even those that are mostly unsavable, but now can be. So yeah, if you guys enjoy this, as always, make sure to leave a like. And if there's, I think we've like saved almost everyone there is to be saved. But if there's anything you could think of, just let me know, and I will try to tackle that question and see if we can save that other person in any Halo game. So just let me know, or any other theories you want me to test, just let me know in the comments. I'm always reading the comments, and I'll do my best to get to them. But other than that, just leave your thoughts, and make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and click the little notification icon next to the subscribe button to stay up to date with the latest videos. And other than that, I will see you guys next time. Bye, guys.